All right, we're working on this, and I was kind of, I know it's kind of boring to watch somebody scrape something down, but I wanted you to see it's just use a little small putty knife, get this stuff off. We just we want to make sure that we can. I don't see the necessity in that in there anyway. They just kind of went a little gasket crazy, for whatever reason. So we're just gonna kind of do that right there. I think a lot of it's just blocked right there. I mean, all that's out of the way. So we're gonna kind of do like this, get some of the big stuff off. I ain't really worried about it being like clean enough to eat off of, like Marine Corps style. We ain't finna do all that. That's right. I'm letting y'all know, Marine Corps infantry right here. 1st Battalion, 4th Marines. Did some time over in Iceland with my unit, different unit. Then did some time with LAVs, 3rd Battalion LAVs, and 29 Palms. That's where 1-4 is at too. So any Marines out there, give me a comment, a like, hit the bell button. I'd love to get in contact with some of my old buddies. I just hadn't kept in contact with all of them, or none of them really. I remember one of my buddies, Danny Smith. Last time I talked to him, he down in Texas, Smitty. So Smitty, if you get a hold of this, holler back at me. And then there was Wood. So we always kind of went by nicknames and stuff. And I don't even remember the real names, I think one of these days I'm gonna try to get. They got them sites where you can try to get on, but everybody wants money and stuff. I'm like, man, ain't paying no money to do all that. That'd be kind of fun to do it one day, All right, so we're gonna knock this out right here. Check it out. I got this new light. They say it's 10,000 lumens. I bought it at Harbor Freight, and I had a old fan pedestal. Kind of repurposed that, and had some old hooks right there where I could wrap my cord. And I think it might work pretty good. I'm doing a lot of detailing, trying to. And I wanted to. You can't. You know how you got a light color? So my truck, I'm working on it, and you see how it's a kind of a light color. See how it's kind of a light colored truck, and on that it's hard to see the polish when I'm working on it and stuff to really get it right. And then a couple days later you see where you forgot it. So I got this because I was watching a lot of the detail shops. I'm painting my grill and I jacked it all up, so I might have to get me a new one. Anytime you use the wrong paint, like the stops rust, bad mistake. You see how it's all wrinkled up and stuff? I was like, it looks terrible. Now it does have a little texture to it, so I mean it's kind of like I don't like it. I'm gonna have to get some paint remover and just hose it down, and maybe it'll. I want to do it again, but I was looking at the prices on the new ones. You can get one for about $100. I'm like, man, I might as well just save myself a bunch of trouble and just buy another one. You want your truck. You want your truck looking good. Now see, this really needs to be just pressure washed. And I was gonna get it out. I was gonna help Caleb wash his boat up because we got stuck the other day. You see it, the SS Bubba over there, we got it hosed down. I got some new connectors on there for him. He was wanting me to redo his connectors and stuff. Dog chewed up the one up on the front. I'm like, man, really? So what I done, I soldered these joints together right here and wrapped it up. That's kind of the way I got it wrapped. Is how we used to do the well wires when we drop a well 100 foot down, and wherever you got your connections, you take your tape and you walk it this way, that way, about 3 or 4 times, and it'll make it waterproof. Now see the way I got the double right here, but I got it single on the single line on each one, taped up really good, so it's watertight. And then I got these connections right here and then I'm gonna connect to the battery. It make it easier for him. So yesterday we was out fishing a couple days ago, and he was having some issues with the you know, the little alligator style clips. So I went on and put them on the battery too. So I got them on the battery. I'm charging it up for him. Yeah, you know, no matter how old your kids get, it looks like you're still gonna have to take care of them, do stuff, right? So see, what I could do, since this is all nasty right here, we're gonna go on and get that gasket off too. Need to throw all this in the trash. So I gotta get my trash can. These little buckets work good for trash can, don't they? I used to use that one for mixing concrete, and then it broke, but I was like, I can still use it for like a trash can. So you have a couple of them around that, you know. Thing about it, you know, when you're working, if you can just put the stuff directly in the trash can, you save yourself a little bit of time. So always be thinking about stuff like that, kind of help yourself. You know, like if you do it like this, you know, go straight in the garbage can. But it ain't always like that, right? You just like, whatever. Try to hit the trash can anyway, right? All right, so we got that. And you see them holes has got to be clear, because that's the inlet. So what we're gonna do, I got some of my detail brushes, and we finna hook that up. Y'all check out my fridge. So I got it 5S, got my microfibers, got some paint, and I started checking on the shine supply, and I'm kind of liking it. I think I messed up a headlight with this bug stuff, so I need to be careful with it. And I need to go back and read the instructions on all of it, because I found out you could cut this stuff. They could see how thick that is. That's that tire stuff. And I ain't even read the instructions. I don't hardly ever. I should have, but you can dilute this stuff 2 to 1. I was like, what? So anyway, a lot of the stuff you can dilute. And I was like, man, I'm gonna have to watch that, read the instructions a little better. World's worst about not reading instructions, and people get on to me about that mess. All right, so all that, I think would be all right. We're just gonna do like a dry run here and slap this dude back together, you know, just kind of like this, and then see if we got any power. And well, when I say power, I'm talking about any suction right here. Because see, that's where you want your suction. So I'll probably lose a little bit since I don't have it, the RTV and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, see it pulled down, so that's a good sign. I think that's gonna work. Now see, all I had to do was get down in there and clean that out. So really all I had to do was punch that hole out real good. So what we'll do is we'll get us a wire brush, and we're figuring to hook that dude up. All right, let's see what we got. That's my soft bristles for like detailing my cars. Man, I don't know if I've got a pipe cleaner. We'll try that a little bit. That's got them little stiff wires in it. Yeah, see how dirty that is, even though I punched it. I really need like a rifle brush. See if this will get some of it. Yeah, that's a little better. Really, see, I bought these for like cleaning my truck, like detailing the engine. They're okay. There we go. It's just a soft bristle, so it's made for. Still got some trash kind of right in there. Man, let me see if I got I need like a wire brush where it's more of a stiff wire. I think I got some over here. My sandpaper and stuff. Yeah, see, I don't have one like that. Oh man, a rat tail file would work good. Let me see if I got one of them, because that'll kind of get down in it. All right, terminal, electrical tape. Let's see, socks. Yeah, I thought I had some over here. Let's see. Yeah, labeling, you think it looks kind of crazy, but it has been really a good thing to help try to find stuff. Drill bits, gloves, impacts, air gauge. I know I didn't put all, all the items. You see what I'm saying? Let's see if that punch will get. So I just want something to kind of, if I had like I think I got a file up here. Man, it's like you just got stuff everywhere, All right, what else we got? Bits. Let's see. Crimpers, electrical tape, nailer, brushes. Let's see if this is Tom's old stuff. I need to go through this. But see, he kept everything. See, this stuff's all rusted and stuff, but you know what? That's old ease out right there. See, that's for getting broke bolts out, man. It probably still work. Look at this. A little bitty old, like a drill, a little bitty starter drill thing. That's pretty cool. One still in the case. I could just do that with a drill bit, maybe. Maybe that'll help me get it out. Oh yeah. I see now that's clean. See, that's pretty good. See the edges of that old drill bit. Probably ain't no good anyway, but he kept everything. And I'll use some of that. Alright, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna slap this bad boy back together with some I can't even think straight. Some RTV. Now the RTV I like is the black, because it just seems like, man, it don't really harden up, but it cures, and it'll really, set up good. I don't think I've got a little bit somewhere. I don't think I got any in here. I think it's over in my cabinet. Yeah, I did this not too long ago because I wanted everything inside. But man, I really need another cabinet because it's too much stuff. I can't really see everything like I want. Man, where's that darn? I got some. That's just pipe stuff. I tried to organize it halfway decent. Now here's some old stuff here. This is some high temp. This might work. I bought a head gasket set, and this is what this is for, so I might as well use it. It's a gray. I guess I'm gonna have to get some more of that black. Yeah, because I don't remember having any more anywhere else. I usually buy the black RTV from AutoZone and stuff. It's pretty good. Oh, I might know where it's at. Hold on. I got some of that. Let's see. I got. That's the plastic binder. That's really good if you're doing some work on cars, which sometimes I do that. Man, I want to get one of them plastic welders that you see on Facebook and stuff. We're just going to put it on with this right here, looks like. Let me make sure I got it on correctly. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, so we got 6, 7, looks like 7 bolts to put down. Oh man, looks like I gotta mix this up a little bit. That's nice. Alright, so we'll mix it up. Nah, it probably ain't no good. It's probably about, let's see, when did I buy that set? Yeah, I bought a head gasket set and it came with it. Man, that's probably 7 or 8 years old, maybe. Bought it when Holly still had her Ford Focus. Alright, here we go. Let's try it again. Yeah, it's a little better. We're just gonna gob it on here. We ain't gonna worry. We want to get a good fat seal going, because any little bit of air loss, we lose some vacuum and stuff. So see, since it was putting out pretty good a while ago, once this dries up and seals, man, it ought to be really good and blowing really good, right? All right, so we're just gonna drop this bad boy in place. All right, don't really know if it's lined up. Oh man, it's getting everywhere. Crap. Let's wipe this off here. Put a little too much on it, looks like, huh? Yeah, I didn't want it getting on my toolbox. And you gotta clean your dang toolbox. I really need to get, I got a metal work table. I need to get it, but it's still at the church. Yeah, we're gonna wipe this excess off here. It's a real good metal work table. I got it when I was working at Dover. We were dumpster diving and they were getting rid of all kinds of stuff. And I got that, dude. I got this from Dover too. See that metal one right there? I'm gonna paint all that black to match this other. Yeah, some of them things on, you know how they got them big old super shops, these guys putting hundreds of thousands of dollars in. I was like, man, that'd be nice, but man alive, a lot of money. All right, now we gotta get this lined up. Should have done that first, huh? This is where you need some gloves so you don't get it all over your hands. See, I'm getting it all over me. This is high temp stuff too, which I don't know if that makes any difference. We're gonna get our little screwdriver and see if we can find the hole. Well, I got that one right there. Let's put that one in then. And that's not the right one. Well, what the mess? So that one's, oh, it's probably for the hood. Okay, so let's back off of that for a second. All right. So we got to come up from the bottom on them. All right, that'll work. So, yeah, see, I'm trying to put it together backwards again. Told you I was going to do that. All right, so let's put the ones that we know that had the small one. See, that'll hold the unit down. And see, that ain't the right screw either. Dadgummit. All right, I gotta get my pliers here. If I get too much on, I'll wind up getting it all over me. There we go. So that ain't the right screw for that. So let's count how many of these bolts we got. We got 4. Man, am I missing some bolts here? Yup. Here's the rest of them. That's the hood bolts. Okay. So these must be these little side bolts. See, I done forgot already. You know, some guys taking pictures and all that. It ain't gonna go back together but one way. That's been my experience anyway. It only goes back together. Now you can try to put it back together wrong, but it ain't gonna be right. You know, something's gonna be looking crazy. And see, that darn thing ain't lining up. Let's see what we can come up with right here. I bet you. Yeah, that's got to be right because it's clicking. Now this went like this. All right, so we got 2 little ones right there. So I'm thinking that's what we got to do. All right. So even though you've been doing this stuff forever, you still, I still get things confused. So, you know, some people will try to play off like they know everything, man. And then when they talking about stuff, they try to make it sound like they a dang engineer from MIT or something, putting stuff back together. And yeah, they're smart and stuff, but if you work with them long enough, you'll find out it's like, yeah, he ain't that smart. He talks a good game, but you know, he just like everybody else. Just always remember, if one man can do it, another man can too. Might take you a little longer, you might could be quicker at it, but if you want to learn something, you can learn it just like anybody else if you really want to. That's the thing, a lot of people don't have that want to, right? Yes, all right, now we still got enough of the temp on there, but I want to put, I got enough to do a little bit more here, so I'm gonna put just a little taste on this side here, just to kind of, because it's going on the other one, and you can see it's got some in the crevices, but I want to make sure we got a good seal on it. So, yeah, you can buy the gasket set and it'll be all fancy and like that. A lot. It probably would be a lot better than this, and then you'd be able to take it back apart. See, this right here, once it sets, you ain't gonna be able to take it back apart. You're gonna have to cut it, to try to get it back together. All right, so now we're gonna put this bad boy right here. See how that lined up? And then we're gonna flip it. I got my fingers all in it. Flip it like that. And then we'll kind of wipe. See how it got down in that? That's good. That's a good sign. How it's kind of squeezing out a little bit. Right there. All right. Now, wait a second. I got these screws here. Now, where'd they go? Oh, man. Let's see. No, I see 6. Yeah, we're good. We're good. No, I'm missing one right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Huh. Alright. Something ain't right. We're gonna try these long ones on the outside. I think that's where they went. Okay. And then we're going and pull them down. Like in some of my other videos, I like to get them started, and then you come back and buckle them in, tighten them up, see. Yeah, see how it's squirting out a little bit? That's a good sign. Kind of pop them a little bit. On these impacts, you don't need to pop them too much. You'll get kind of used to it after you break a few bolts. You don't just hammer down on it like super hard. All right, so maybe this one goes here. I don't really know if they go in them spots, to be honest with you. You know what? I totally screwed up. Those bolts right there go on the outside of the compressor, remember? Hold the compressor down, so I'm gonna have to take all this back apart. Dang it. I told you I was gonna do it backwards the first time. And y'all probably don't want to watch a video of somebody taking it back apart, screwing up, but it's just the way it is, right? Alright, so, but you know what, you can't get mad about it, because I mean, this little air compressor don't care one bit about it if you get mad or not. So what's the point, right? So just be ready to do it again, and don't sweat it too bad. All right. So we've got to put these 3. Oh yeah, I remember now. See, they go right here. See, remember I was telling you guys, they kind of go there, right next to it, and use that extension, right? Remember that? And we put the other one. Dang it. I'm getting it all over me now. That's where I need some gloves. And then that one goes, you see it? I'm trying to get you a shot of it right there. So let's zip that one back in. That helps hold that frame in place. Yeah, I got a little squish, so that's looking good. See that? That's really looking good. All right, now we'll get back on track here. We'll put the hood back on it. Oops. There we go. And flip this bad boy over. So if I remember right, that'll be squishing that way. And now we got the 4 there. There. I don't know why they had them other holes right there. There. Alright, hopefully we'll get some squish out of them. And that in my face. Go on now. Go on. Ain't that in my face. Alright, so we got that. Alright, so we need to wash this up. I'm gonna kind of get some of this out of here. Look like sometimes you gotta be careful. You know, sometimes you have these black wooders, and we're down in the south. I'm down in Mississippi. So sometimes you'll have old black wood in there or something. You gotta watch out for that. If it is, you just smash it with something and roll on about your business. Don't be all scared about it. Alright, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna wash this up right quick in the sink. So I got most of the debris, cobweb, so the rest of it won't hurt the sink, you know, when I go in the sink. You don't want the old lady fussing at you too much. So we're gonna get a brush here. I think I'm gonna choose this one. I do this little toothbrush. This is old. I put some batteries in it, but they ain't gonna use it no more. So that might be a good little size. And then I'll bring this little stiff one, and we're gonna take this wore out looking brass one here. We're gonna hook this baby up. All right. Get in here. I've been keeping it around 75. Man, we ain't hardly using the air conditioner right now. Well, here we go. There we go. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put some, that Dawn works good like a degreaser, so we're gonna hose this up. And then get that hot water going. Yeah, see, it's just a lot of debris in it. Kind of wash it like you're washing your clothes or something. Here, let's bend it down a little bit. Oops. There we go. So kind of get it going like that. Let that other kind of soak. See, it's coming off. That Dawn will cut it. Ooh, I just cut my finger with that. All right, so let's get a little more going here. I mean, you could buy these filters. You know what I used to do for maintenance and stuff. You see how they look. You can buy filter material like at Lowe's or Home Depot and big sheets and stuff instead of buying it with the hole punch. So what I would do is I would just take a razor knife and cut that hole, and instead of like $3 a filter like online, man, it wouldn't be like 10 cents. So that's all you need. See, look at that dang, that darn silicone right there gets on you and it just won't come off. So even though it's stained a little bit, I wouldn't worry about it, just long as it doesn't have all that debris. So we're getting it pretty clean. I would probably put a new one on if I had one, but I don't have one. But it's not too bad. All right, now let's get this going. See if this little electric will do. Kind of get in there. See, any debris will get in those little inlets, and then that's what'll stop you up. Remember that little bit of dirt that was in there was stopping it up. All right, there we go. And it did all right. See if this wire brush will hook it up. Sometimes you need a little bit more to get. See that piece right there? Can't really get in there. So that's why I brought this one. Make sure I could get in there. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty good. Just kind of. Oh yeah, see, that's not too bad. I got all that debris off of it. All right, so let's get everything. We'll go back out. And my faucet's leaking. There we go. And that wasn't. Got to turn the light out. Save some money. Y'all like my kitchen? So we did the cabinets in that gel stain. Had to sand every door inside and out. And we did the solid concrete countertops. And we poured them in place in here. Poured this whole section in one piece. And the sink was probably the toughest. Check it out. We had to make a form for it and done it like that. We spent maybe, I want to say, did the tile, the stainless outlets. We did see the fixtures up here. That's like the coup de tie. See how that? We got them off Amazon for like $100. But that big ball weighs about 10 pounds and it's pretty cool looking. And then, but no, we did all the cabinets. We did the tile and all the bottom stuff, all brand new knobs. And we might have spent maybe $600 or $800, you know, something like that. So big kitchen renovation. Kind of cool. I got some pictures. I'll put them online when I get time. All right, back in the shop. And we finna hook this baby up and see what we got. And if we got time, we'll go out to the septic and hook it up like on here. All right, so now we got our filter in there in place. And we could, you know what we probably could do? Oh man, it's all over my putty knife. Let me get that right there. Okay. This is kind of dirty right here. How are we gonna clean that without getting down in them holes? Man, I should have took that off and cleaned that. I tell you what. Let's see. Because that's your inlet right there. Really need to have a pipe cleaner. That's what I'll do. We'll take a pipe cleaner and put in both them holes, and then we'll take this brush and we'll try to just dry brush it since we got it all hooked up. Yeah, all right, we'll do this to keep debris from getting in there. Kind of hit it since it had a little wet on it anyway. I just don't like the way it's looking with all that debris and stuff. See, it's got like it got some kind of metal or something in it. Okay. Now, guess we'll just kind of do it like this and see if we can get some of it out. This is where we probably needed an air compressor. So I ain't hooked my big one back up yet since I've done all the renovations in here. See what's going to happen. Anything that's in here, it's going to suck it in there and then it'll stop it back up again. So we want to try to get some of that out. Let's see if this will work. Oh yeah, the pipe cleaner kind of doing the trick. See that? Ow, the pipe cleaners will get you though if you press on them too hard, right? Yeah, it's getting a little bit of the trash out. We'll kind of get in there. And then what we'll do, we'll also kind of try to get that hole kind of, because that's your inlet right there, see? So we want to make sure they're good and clean and everything around it is pretty clean. So they got these channels to keep that trash out of there. So you want to make sure you clean that good too. Let me see if I can kind of get that, double it up and get it down in there. Because it looks like it's kind of oxidized, even though this is just pot metal, it'll still oxidize a little bit and it'll get kind of white looking. See how it's getting kind of white looking right there. You kind of jug that in there a little bit. It's looking pretty good. Then we got this filter set up. Make sure that water ain't in there. Yeah, it's still kind of damp. All right, now see what it'll do, it'll sit on here just like that. Now, it ain't pretty, but do the job, right? Here's the knob. See, it's kind of got this gap, and it's kind of like the air comes in, then it goes in, so it'll try to catch any, you out cutting yard or something, it's gonna try to catch dust. So you put this little setup on it, and it kind of helps it, you still get dust in it. You need to check them about every 3 months, especially for dang fire ants and stuff. If I remember right, I had a hose clamp on that one out there, so we'll bring this. Let's see, let's bring we'll bring a 1/4 inch. Probably ain't gonna be nothing bigger than that. Probably gonna be a 5/16 hose clamp if I remember right. All right, so let's go out there. I think I got it hardwired in too with wire nuts. So let me get, let's see, I think I need to get some wire nuts. Okay, I'll get some wire nuts if I remember right, and I need some of the electrical tape out there, and I need my wire trimmers. So let's see. Oh man, this stuff still got that darn stuff on it. All right, we're gonna have to wipe this off before we get up. Ow! Thing got me some kind of, man, piece of metal got in my hand. Yeah, probably when I was jugging on it with that screwdriver. All right, let me get this off, because man, if you don't get it off right away, you're gonna be trying to wear it off the next few days. You know, I used to wear a lot of the mechanic gloves, you know, the nitrile glove, but man, with all this COVID stuff, man, everybody done went crazy on this stuff, man. You can't get gloves. And it's like, really, dude? Y'all just tripping on these gloves. And then they want $20 for a pack of 50. I'm like, man, you done lost your last mind. Talking about $50 for a pack of gloves. I think I can do without until all this is over with. I really liked them though. The ones at AutoZone, the 7 mil and the orange, man, they was perfect for me. The large, man, they had a little grip, good little grip that was imprinted on them, and they was like $15 for 100. Now you can't even get them in the store at AutoZone, and you go to Harbor Freight and they $20 for 50. I'm like, man, y'all done lost y'all's last mind over this stuff. I was like, nope. Just have to go back to old school, not even wear gloves. Or I still got some of them mechanic gloves, but see, with them you can't feel like a nut or a washer. You can't feel like you can with the nitrile. The problem with the nitrile is when it gets hot outside, your hands get wilted so bad. All right, here we are at the waste treatment, and that's, dang it, I just stuck my finger all in that glue. I got a hood on it so to help protect it from the weather, and that's always a good thing. And here's my big old junk pile back here. You always want to keep your copper. I need to strip that. I usually, if kids need something to do, I usually let them strip my copper. I got probably about 5 pounds there. It ain't much. It's like $10. But you know, if they had a war going or something, all that stuff will go sky high. So you hold on to it for a little while, and before you know it, they done started something up, and the price of the metals will go up, because every time they shoot stuff, you know, and blow stuff up, man, it's all kinds of money they spending. All right, now here's the one I bought not too long ago, and it just went out. So you got to watch out for fire ants. That's the main culprit to killing these things, in my experience. So you always want to, if you're gonna do maintenance in the spring and just do it once a year, man, just put a whole bunch of, you can use used motor oil, because it's got sulfur in it and stuff, or carbon, and I think it's sulfur. Anyway, the ants don't like that. So if you don't mind putting a little bit of oil around your unit, you won't have no fire ants. You see how I got it? I put some around the other day. I scalped it, and then I put a little bit. It's not much. It's not much to hurt anything. I'd rather do that than the Roundup, because you know that stuff causing cancer. All right, so this one here I got hardwired, and I got the power turned off. And so what I could do is check it just to make sure my connections are good. Check it right quick. I need a little, I didn't get a Phillips head. I got my tool here though, so what I'll do, instead of walking back, I'll just grab it. These little Gerber multi-tools are the best thing going. I started using them back in 2003, and a lot of times you can tighten up a screw. It may save you a whole bunch of time. I don't leave the house without it. And the first one I got back in, I think it was 2000, right in that, no, might have been before that. Right around 2000, I bought one that had a lifetime guarantee, right, lifetime warranty. And I broke the teeth out of it on the wire pliers right here. It had some teeth in it that you could swap out, and they sent me a new one. I had to send that one back in, and I think the next one of the screwdriver heads broke, and they sent me a new one. And then I did a third one. Man, I paid like $60 for the first one, and man, they kept sending them to me. And I bought this one because I was waiting on another one to come back, so I still got the other one. And I'm gonna tell you, man, they're really good about doing that. But nowadays it's a limited, you know, it ain't the lifetime anymore. So they probably was losing so much money on it, they just said, nah, we can't keep doing this. Which I understand that, but see, you gotta understand, man, people working, they gonna tear stuff up. I don't care how good you make it. And so that's why, like on my tool bag, I don't know if I showed you my tool bag, that's like my first defense. And I see in tools I might use every time I go and do something, and you spend extra money on them, you buy the good stuff with them, and you ain't got to worry about stuff. All right, so now I'm 99% sure that my power is off. And see, this wire, I'm gonna go ahead and unhook it since we ain't got no dog out here. This was my electric, so I probably burnt some stuff up. But you see, got all these cobwebs and dang bugs getting in stuff. I'm gonna go ahead, since I'm in here, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out. Gotta make sure I don't pull nothing else out though. That one's done. Since I'm in here, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. You know, I'm not an electrician, but I know what green and white and black looks like, and I can put stuff together just like it was. So that's all you gotta do. Make sure your power's turned off. You know, be safe about it. You do it hot, you're gonna get your little nut, get your little feelings hurt. All right, so this is coming in from the it's coming in from that, and for some reason this dude ain't working. All right, so what we're gonna do, let's see, that's all hooked in. Okay, that's the main power right there. It's still in there, kinda. And then they got that going to the compressor. Oh no, that's coming in from, where is that coming from? This is going to the compressor. See, we know it ain't working. So black and white on the top. See them two right there? You gotta look at your little map right there. We're going to do these. Go and get them out of there. All right, so we're disconnected. Oh, and we'll try to see if it's working. All right, I gotta stand up a little bit. My back hurt. All right, now, ooh, look how dizzy. Now, I'll get this here. That right there. See, I figured it'd be like a 1/4 inch or 5/16. That's most of your hose clamps. The big ones are the 5/16, so I couldn't remember. So, man, this thing's so rusted up. Where'd that come from? You gonna better get this out. Well, maybe it'll work. don't know where I got that from. Probably one of Tom's old ones. Oh, yeah. Can't really tell. Let's take this off. See, one time it was you come out and it'd be running, and then the next time it would.